Hello everybody, it's Steve. Welcome back to Surviving Mars Below and Beyond. A bit of an apology as I get started with this series, or this video, the last in my Chaos Colony series. Was not planning on having a bunch of downtime between the last video and this video. I was trying to get everything ready for my wife and I to welcome our new daughter. She's actually laying in a little mini cot thing next to me on the floor of my office. So she is here. Mom and daughter are doing fine.
Research
my
complete.
co-pilot trying to, I think, figure out what's going on with everything. It's a bit of an odd thing for her to be dealing with, I guess. I'm just trying to figure out how it's all supposed to work. Show my oldest and my youngest. Let's go ahead and unpack you guys too. It needs to be done here to finish this off. We need to order up a dozer and get it down here, or just build a dozer and have it sent on over. So we're going to finish up this video today and kind of talk about what the next few weeks have in store for the channel, because it's going to get busy really quick. Content-wise, again, an apology for not lab cleaning. Oh, we're gonna have to do some sabotaging. And so research buildings produce 26,000. Go ahead and let's go ahead and just shut that down completely. We're gonna be down to 10,000 for a little bit. That's fine. Working on dome streamlining, positronic brain, service bots, interplanetary learning. I guess Martian diet will be fine. Actually, no, wait. Construction nanites. Get that one done, because I do actually need construction nanites. What I want to do over in this little area in the southeast. Whoa, that was weird. All the things took a moment to get cleaned up a little bit. I actually want to flatten this area out, and I want to actually set up my a couple of domes down here before I wrap up the series. Also, somebody commented in a previous video, and I don't have the app up. You've been leaving comments on these during my downtime. I've been reading all of them. Thank you for doing so. Leaving those comments over here. I haven't put Project Morpheus down anywhere, and I think Project Morpheus is going to go really well up here, almost like next to the telescope. I'm kind of thinking. Just have it in a spot where it's going to be impacting a lot of colonists. Alternatively, I could put it down by my capital city, and I've got a decent spot right here. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to put it in the dumbest spot I can, right next to my train station. We've got a massive imbalance of people right now, which is why I really want to make sure this is getting... Oh, this is requiring waste rock. It'd be helpful if I was paying attention to this. Go ahead and get a dumping site set up for this. Be happy little dumping site. And just call for like 25. Alright, there we go. Don't need it. Never mind. Alright, so we've got a water deposit here. It's not one of those super duper high-end water deposits, and I'm still running on... Wow, my demand is 120. Fascinating. There's a 500,000 here in B2. That's my core water deposit right there. Let me check in on this asteroid real quick. Alright, we're full on storage on both sites. We have plenty of food. That's good. That's rares. Wow, oh my god, we're at 1,200 rares. We need to go pull some of this stuff up. That's Angrius, I believe. Confirm. Angrius, yeah, it's been a while. You can tell it's been a while since I've played. Alright. Don't need to take any drones up there. I will take some more. Do that. Do that. This one's just going to be a just a resupply mission up there. Let's get this area built out, because I want to put in a pretty good sized complex over here. Bring my secret down to flatten this area out. Make sure we can do all this. Channel for the coming weeks. Finally, within the last couple of days, got my Ritalin refill from my pharmacy, and I've been waiting about a month for it at this rate. So my thoughts may be a little scattershot here. Just go with it, please. So, this being the last episode in the series, I do plan on to continue with Star Realms Chapter 25. They don't get a lot of views on the channel, but it's a game I've been doing for a very, very long time. So I'm going to keep doing that. In the coming months, I know Star Trek Infinite is coming out on or around October 16, I believe. Checking these guys, they're good. I also have... I'm going to turn off... I want to turn off overnights. Yeah, let's go find that. So October 16th-ish is Star Trek Infinite. That is a game that is on my radar. I want to play it. And have that ready to go also. Don't want to bring these colonists back just yet. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to return to Mars, but we're going to turn off colonists. Quest, get that rocket out of here. She's already done. Very quick unload, offload. From there, City Skylines comes out about a week later. Both games coming out from Paradox. So I'm going to be spending most of the fall, looks like, playing a lot of Paradox games. Oh, graphical glitch out there. So my plan right now, as I'm seeing in my head, is to have another series set up. And the series I was initially planning on doing while I was on paternity leave was I was going to try to play StarCraft 2. I have not played the campaign for that game. It's on my radar to actually play it. Never got a chance to do so. It's a little bummer that I wasn't able to get that going. And I think it would be kind of cool to actually do that. Because it's a game that I haven't played forever. I know that Activision Blizzard's stock is, among the community is kind of near zero right now. I'm aware. I'm hip to the things. But I did want to have it as something that I haven't played in StarCraft. I haven't played in eons. So that was one that I was, past tense, planning on playing. Star Trek Infinite is on my list of games to play. City Skylines 2, Tempest Rising. I actually downloaded a copy of the demo right before my wife and I went to hospital. Didn't get a chance to play it, so it's kind of like, oh well, whatever. It's there though, if I decide to play the game. And also, just looking up at my whiteboard with all the games I have written down on, and also Frostpunk 2. That game is still being developed. There was a post by the devs on that game. Let's say... I'm actually putting this right on top of the deposit, by the way. There's a post with the devs of that game, I want to say earlier in the week that I'm recording this. I'm recording this, record time right now is 3:52 a.m. on September 22nd. So, middle of the night, playing a game. Shocker. So I'm just going to do this up real quick. How many hacks is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's pretty good. Do a 4 hex thing there. That's 5.
Research complete.
You're in the wrong spot. And also, Dome Stream money is now cheaper. Am I doing this right? That says 4. That's 5. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, there we go. Okay, those two are set up. Nice. Frostpunk 2, they put out, like, hey, you want to come out to Warsaw, Poland, and test our game? I'd absolutely would go to Warsaw. Never been there. Be kind of fun. I just don't have the, unfortunately, the capacity to do it, especially with a newborn. So it's kind of a bummer. Would love to do it, can't do it though. This out here for this little setup, and I'll put a bunch of medium domes, or sorry, megadomes around this section to kind of keep it going while I keep building this on up. That one has a vista. That's good. Do I care about... No, I don't care about symmetry. Who am I kidding? Get that area cleared out. I'm going to try for a little bit of symmetry here. Just bear with me as I do this. So there's a lot of games that are on radar for this channel, but it's a question of how do I fit them all in the schedule. My thinking right now is get some sort of content ready and loaded up for the next few weeks before Infinite comes out. This will take me pretty much to the end of my FMLA leave. And then from there, get Star Trek Infinite going. I don't know if I'm going to like Star Trek Infinite. It's, you know, it's being touted as one of those grand strategy games. I don't know if I'm going to like a grand strategy game and want to play that on my channel. And if it's going to be a video that you want to watch on this channel, there's, you know, some distinctions that got to be done here for that. So there's a line that's got to be walked with, and I got to make sure that whatever I'm doing is going to be beneficial for the channel and things you're going to be watching. There was a thought in my head, and I'll be a brief one, where I was thinking, oh, I could do... Oh, I can't remember which one
Milestone achieved.
Hey, we got it. 100% vegetation terraforming. So the planet is fully terraformed now. I'm going to put it there. What are we working on? That's uneven terrain. I should have done this actually like off camera, but I really wanted you all to like see the process as I was doing this. Looks about right. It looks right. It's a little off kilter. Dang it. Oh well.
Research complete.
That might work too. Yeah, okay, that works. Positive brain is done so I can build bio-robot colonists. If I did another Surviving Mars colony, there is a thought in my head, along with all the jumbled shit I've got up here going right now, of doing possibly a bio-robot colony. That's what I haven't done before, and it could be one where I could also maybe get the Watney Challenge completed. The Watney Challenge is, I believe it's an achievement, where you have to get through your founder phase with one colonist. 1, 2, 3, 4? Yep. That looks like a pretty good complex of stuff. Well, let's go ahead and slap down... What do we need now for these? Concrete, metal, and polymers. That just needs just needs polymers. Nanites, cool, working on that. So I actually could get that one done pretty quick on my own. Outsourcing, I will do that. My factories are back online, or research facilities are back up and running, so I can utilize that. Go ahead and I will order up a universal depot right there, no fuel. I'm gonna pack this all up, and I'm gonna have to do a tunnel to get between the two sites. Totally fine, I can make that work. Or I could just, alternatively, just run pipes. We connect there. This one may actually be the first dome built. Let's actually tunnel this instead. Make a tunnel happen. Okay. That here. This could also be an idea for a train. Am I going to do that? Hell no. Yeah, not actually listening is too far until about here, which is pretty good, actually. Yeah, too far is pretty close to the elevator, so let's do that there. And the drones that are nearby this, I should be able to hook this in. Thank you for superior pipes and cables. Go ahead and do that. So we'll hook this up, and then when this dome gets built here in about 30 seconds, it seems like, we'll be able to utilize that. Cool. We can transfer materials over now. Get this number up to like 15 or so. Let's get this drone hub over here too. If I'm not mistaken, do I have any? No, I don't. I don't have any drone hub prefab, so let's space elevator this. Get 5 of those guys pulled down. And... that should be good. Don't just order that up. I'm going to just request some of these things get slapped down just to speed things along a little bit. I think this is how I'm going to finish up this series, building up this complex over here.
We have a delivery on the space elevator.
This is helpful. And note, these guys actually cover some real estate. So this one here can cover, what do we have here, 7 domes? What do we have here? And since they no longer require power or maintenance, my plan right now is to get us to 50 drones very quickly. Construction nanites now. These drones are going to start pulling stuff automatically. Let's go ahead also. I'm going to order some large universal depots. Daughter just made a noise. I had to stop and make sure she's okay. Oh, this one's off. That's right. This one's off on purpose because this one, it wasn't lining up just right. That's fine. It doesn't need to be absolutely perfect.
There are
It'd just be kind of cool
colonists.
If it was. Let's see. Retirement home, not looking for a job, senior geologist. I think they've added some information here. Okay, so I say I had to wait for train. Had to wait for the next train. -10 comfort. That is an issue. I will give it that. See if we can go ahead and clear out some of this stuff a little bit faster.
There are Earthsick colonists.
Getting into the late game, you see there's things I'm running into. You know, things I want to be trying to accomplish, but simultaneously, it's just like making sure these things are able to get done. And also fighting a ripping case of ADHD, which has been unmedicated for so long. Okay, let's go ahead and order up a bunch of materials over here. Also, demo this Universal Depot, because this Universal Depot is really just here to get this one up and running. And this dome actually is going to get built relatively soon, but I want to turn this one off. This needs to be the high priority dome. We'll get this one built. Yeah, it's really just get the Geoscape dome built. And then kind of expand out this way. I've got 370 almost colonists at the moment. So I need to make sure that I'm getting some work set aside for them. There's probably going to be some factory work here. Don't need food. That's good at least. I got that going for me. Alright, now you guys are being built up. Let's go ahead and turn you back on. These domes are coming online, which is fine. I'm going to connect these all with tunnels. Instead of the standard setups, because I want to make sure these guys are getting built relatively fast. Water's actually at -4. Interesting. Do I need to build more fuel? Show me. We're fine. There we go. And go ahead and we'll slap down some ramps on that. Once it's done, you're done, you're done. And this one will get done up too. We'll build these all up here and kind of wrap up the colony by doing this. You probably can tell by the length of this video.
Complete.
I'm not going to be wrapping up at the 30-minute mark. I'm going to be going a little bit longer. Is this the same? I will point out there is a drone hub here. If I need to start assigning more drones to this to make sure this is all being done, I effing will. I do not want to build another dedicated spot for this, but I will if I have to. Alright, let's go ahead, turn these domes on. Those 3 up and running next. -3 now. Let's confirm what I gotta do here. Good vibrations, that's good. Giant crop set. I'm gonna turn these guys off. They're getting in relatively fast, so we'll go ahead and just keep burning through these technologies. It does concern me that, like, even with the fuel situation going on, that actually worries me quite a bit. Get some, put 2 megamoles down here. It's going to take care of needs for these folks. I'm just going to go with bog standard apartments. I can easily go with smart apartments again, but it's like there's no need. There just really isn't a need to do that here. This dome, Earth's forbidden when full. Just going to keep that as a standard for the moment. I will put a single school down here, but I'm not going to go with a nursery on it. Go ahead and slap a passage down right in here. It's a happy little passage. 2 planetary anomalies located at Project Champion and Project Trophy. Champion. This one's right there, so it's pretty close to dome, so I can bring it back down to where it is, where it's needed, I should say. Everything is like working best I can. I've got all shifts open on my TV studios. Is just running out of stuff to do. The late game imbalance is really showing itself here. That there, hook them in, turn these guys on. And this one cannot reach, but if I put another drone hub, right in this corner, with a large universal depot.
Anomaly analyzed.
Wow, 40 medals. Is it my birthday? Alright, we got 50 drones over here too. This drone hub can cover the rest of it. Not exactly overlapping, but again, not a necessity to do so. No fuel here. Put this number up to around 100, please. There we go. Yep. And we're running now -6 on the water. That number's just going to keep getting worse. Ah, here we go. Go back to my water farm. They're too close together. Unfortunate.
There are Earthsick colonists.
I don't think I have an RC Safari, so I'll grab and build one of those guys real fast. We'll go ahead and send off on another mission at this time. Gonna unload those colonists. They're like, yay, we're home. Wait a minute, where's my house? Who are you and why do you live here? Don't even know where that hey is. And it's like, just grab him. Okay, cannot send Avril out until it's fully unloaded.
Research complete.
Okay, cool. Another dome is online. That's good for me. And note I haven't connected the other domes up. Let's actually do that real fast. I want to make sure these domes do have the ability for folks to kind of move quickly between them if need be. Wasn't expecting to have that as an option, but there we go. Here, that worked nicely. Unintentional, but nice. there with that one. I'm trying to make sure it doesn't go too far within the dome itself. I need to build a couple more passage ramps over here. And this is just to increase connectivity between the domes. I know there's no fuel for you guys, because these guys are dumb. And this is essentially just going to be one of those similar to this passage hub. This is really a giant passage hub. I'm building up here. Alright, we've got people. Wow, a lot of people already unemployed. Go ahead and get some TV studio workshops. I'm going to do like 3 TV studio workshops per dome, it seems like at this point. Actually, no, we'll do 2. 2 there. And again, I'm just going to be filling this out. And this is really going to tax my game until like it's a limit of like, how much can this game actually do? How much can my computer actually withstand with this? Little one just made a noise. Just making sure she's okay there. Okay, last dome has been built. And this is going to be it for domes for this series right here. This is the last one. This one down. There we go. Yeah. And then a bunch of bunch of ramps. Put ramps over all these, make sure that people can, drones can quickly get over these things. That's done. Open, open. I do like the idea of putting more research down because it does actually employ people. So put down a single hockey institute per dome. I'm actually just going to build this in all the domes right now. Mainly because I'm here and I'm just holding shift to do this on all of them. This one down to the very bottom of this dome. Okay, so we got that. We also need to get that water supply issue corrected. Let's go ahead and go to, wait a minute. 100,000 very low, 500,000 very complete. High. Yeah, we'll just build one right there. That's actually going to take care of a lot of it. It is just by putting that one there. You need to put a Hall of Fame in that new dome complex. Haven't figured out what I'm going to put in for the sanatoriums just yet. Again, the one breakthrough I did not get would have been the exotic mineral treatment for the sanatorium. It would have actually gotten this going super well. Alright. We don't need to do fuel actually, but you're producing 7 right now. We're going to get that up to, I don't know, 11 maybe? I'll figure this out here in a second. This one still is not getting fuel delivered. Whoa. These are not actually... Oh shit, I'm running out of fuel. I'm just now realizing that. How is my fuel consumption actually? Oh my god, 595? I think this is going to be another fuel farm. Okay, let's get some more fuel production going. I was not realizing that my consumption had severely outpaced. Oh yeah, look at that. We're back up to 0. 12.3. We have a surplus of fuel, but those refineries are going to start taking some stuff up. This area up here, it can be hooked into the grid, and let's actually do that. So it goes all the way to there. Okay, I'm going to have to do some finagling to make sure this fits into the grid, because the pipe just ends here. You want to hook this whole section up, but I think this one is also going to need a tunnel. I don't know where, though. Oh, I'll put down here. Derp. Let's do this here. Build a tunnel. Perfect. It's outside of dust range. And I've got a bunch of drones here that can easily put the materials they need right here for it. Alright, back down here. Open, 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 open.
Research
Spend the
complete.
materials for that. Landscaping nanites are done. That's even better. Let's see. So it'll address a lot of housing issues. Alright. How many renegades do I have? 21. I think most of those are in the same dome, mind you. Let's put down some services here. Veggie garden. Every dome is going to get a security station, regardless of whether or not it's needed. Sorry about that. Thought my little one was waking up way too early. Make sure she was doing okay. And your range goes out. Yeah, okay, we're pretty much at the limited range. But also I can go this way.
There are Earthsick colonists.
Good for them. Okay, I'm gonna come down here with that and slap down a bunch of moisture vaporators. Fast way to get a bunch of extra water in the late game. Just build a bunch of these dudes. I'm most likely also going to need to put down some extra water storage, because I only have 4,800 water storage in my entire colony. I think these guys hold, like, these ones alone hold 3,000. Make sure that I've got plenty of extra water stored up. And before any upgrades, these are producing 2 apiece. And note, I'm going to put a crap load more down. Okay. Let me make sure I'm not overlapping too much on these guys. Ooh, just had a reminder here as I was putting this down. There is one game on my channel that's actually been getting a lot of attention lately. It's because it's been released on mobile, and that's Sid Meier's Railroads. Played that game eons ago, and I've actually been getting attention to it in recent, months since the release of the game on mobile. I may actually go back and do that game in the coming weeks too, between now and Infinite's release. Thinking about that too. I want to make sure that game gets the love it deserves, because that is a really well done game. There is a glitch, I'll fully call it a glitch, with the memory in the game, and I do think one of my future videos very soon, depending
No
again,
active research. Research complete.
is going to be to like explain, like, here's how you can fix it. Here's how you can actually get that working.
No active research.
Yeah, that seems like a good way to go. And also do an outsource. Like, everything shut down when I did that. Alright. Birds are forbidden when full. Now, with how comfortable colonists are, I'm not really worrying about hospitals at this point. And we'll get a lot of people moving into these domes pretty damn quick, so let's keep doing that. Build some more apartments. This colony did have its ups and downs, mainly downs, I feel like, some days. But it did take a while before it could really thrive. And I do think that's kind of something to take away from this series, that when you go for Chaos Colony, you need to expect And you're gonna deserve some chaos. This one's gonna have a lot of people in all that. Thank you. Fuel. Okay, production is starting to outpace consumption just a little bit. You need to get that a little bit higher. Oh, my number of renegades went down. That's helpful. I don't think I can do anything to target those folks, but hey, I'll take what I can get here. Get some mega malls going for my colonists in here. Each of these new domes is going to have 2. Just the sheer number of people, want to make sure that the building is able to satisfy the needs of the colonists. But after a few hiccups, yeah, I'd say this colony was a success. I was able to identify an Earthsick colonist in a previous video. I want to say it was like part 15 or so. And I was able to say, hey, let's make sure you're willing to stick it out. You came to this barren rock willingly, initially. There were some people who came up as refugees, kind of unwillingly, trying to get away from the war. But those colonists stuck it out, and they thrived. This one's getting a mega apartment, I think, down here. It took a while to figure out what the mystery was going to be. And again, I don't have my app up in front of me, so I can't give credit where credit is due. Can't give credit to the person who correctly guessed it was going to be the last war, but yep, it would end up being the last war. I did try to let it go as long as I could before the game's like, okay, you need to wrap this up. And it's not. It was going to be a little bit like the last America playthrough I had, where, spoiler alert, I had a negative battle or something like that.
Research complete.
Sorry, gonna get there again. Not like that other playthrough I had, where the America playthrough, where I failed the mission because I wasn't fast enough in taking care of the events from Beyond, or I believe it was Beyond Earth. The Gene Roddenberry knockoff one. Not being able to get that done, that was more than a little frustrating. Not gonna lie. You ready to go now on your mission? Okay, cool. Let's send you on Project Trophy. Research progress. We're gonna need some flat research from that. Let's see. I'm gonna go vocation-oriented society next. That one's gonna be a pretty good one to pick up. Also put down some more power, because I'm running on a negative somehow on my power run. How big of a complex did I set up with this? Uh-oh. I've got it in my head. Stop me, kids. Oh my god, how much power can I produce with this thing? This is gonna be insane. This is on insane. Go here. I think there. Oh, full speed, please. And I'm gonna burn through a crap load of my polymers in the process here. So watch this. Gonna go ahead and max out your radius. Ooh, it's outside the radius of each other. That's a problem. And we'll go Eternal Fusion right away. As they're being built, I'll put Eternal Fusion down. Because these people will have jobs for a moment, and then I'm immediately going to turn it off and just say, like, nope, no you don't.
Anomaly analyzed.
3,000 flat research coming out from the RC Safari. I'll take that in a heartbeat. I may pack up this guy and move him a little closer if I have to. But right now, it's more an issue of let's just make sure these things get built as quickly as possible. Yeah, waiting on the last little bit of polymers for this, and then it'll just be 300. There you go. And now they're coming on. Wow. Got some engineers available over here. That's nice. Let that continue to go up for a minute. Go back down over here. No, there's no landing pads by that site. By essentially, I guess that's the gamma site. It's my alpha site. Like main site, this is like my alpha site, beta site, gamma site. Over here, also, there's no trees. Could slap down some. Let's do that. Let's make it look happy. I'm actually gonna pause for this one. Oof. The game is lagging for me right now, which is probably a good, probably a good reminder. It's like, hey, time's up. You've finished the mission. I need to go, I guess, up to here. Yeah, there we go. It should give me some coverage. Might be a little gap in coverage right here, but that's fine. Soil quality is amazing. Our side. Checking up here. My little one is stirring. I may have to put a little break in the video just to make sure that she's okay. Which is odd, because I gave her a bottle like an hour and a half ago. And, quick aside, for new parents, the rules have changed. When my first daughter was born, I was being told repeatedly by the doctors, like, oh yeah, you need to feed her every 2 hours, even though we were just doing formula. Now, again, weird shit I didn't know, initially, is that if you're just formula feeding, you can do every 3 to 4 hours or whenever your child's hungry. But if the mom is feeding directly, it's every 2 hours. Wasn't told that with my first kid, so I'm waking up my co-pilot every 2 hours. Like, okay, every 2 hours, time to feed you, derp de derp de derp. And suddenly it's like, no, you don't need to do that. So changes in, I want to call it like changes in medicine, the exact thing I want to say here, but it's like very oddly just seeing like changes to I'm going to say like guidelines. That's what the word I'm looking for. Changes to guidelines. It's like, okay, that's a new thing that nobody freaking told us about 2.5 years ago. I'm now at a point where let's actually go. Earth's allowed everywhere. Comfort is high. I'm not even adding in, again, no medical centers being slapped in here, so they're okay. Upgrade to Eternal Fusion on that, please. Gotta make sure these guys are not gonna need maintenance ever again. My fuel consumption is starting to outpace again. Let's go Factory AI Amplify. And amplification does provide more of a boost, mind you. Also never filled out this dome, never filled out my capital city. But I did address some serious issues when it comes to colonists. You guys are doing okay up here? Ish. We're fully loaded. Let's go to bring you back to Mars now. And this guy back up to Angrius. Never did get a chance to fully explore these setups the way I was hoping to. But I think it also comes back to there was so much going on with this series that no matter how I played it, it always felt like there was something going on. There was always something to do. There were, I say that I'll like put an asterisk on that because there were some times where it's like, oh yeah, I don't really need to do XYZ. I can just let the game run for a bit. And we're at Sol 334 right now. Metals for polymers, okay. Who are we doing this trade with? Let's see if there's any. Let's see if anybody else wants to do any trading before I wrap up this series. Contact, initiate trade. Okay, that's what we're doing. Decent amount of electronics. That one, India. Contact. 50 machine parts for food. I can feed the planet with what I've got right now. Yeah, these all suck. I'm sitting on 18,000 food, and these two open farms by themselves are feeding the entire planet. Not to count the quinoa I've got up here. And also my little outside ranch over here. Oh my god, this is actually full. Wait a minute, why am I surprised at that? I was just talking about how much food I have. If anything, I put down some of these scrubbers to make sure this guy goes up and running. Yeah, plenty of food available here, and also note that the stored resource is 181, and it's all food pretty much. And I'm okay with that. Ooh, here's what I'm gonna do too. I'm gonna put a little drone hub right here. This one can reach over there, but I'm mainly just gonna have it as a very small hub. That's just gonna, ooh, weird little graphical thing. I'm just gonna have it here. I'm gonna have 30 drones just operating in this area. Its only purpose is to maintain the food. Is just keep the food moving between all these sites. Because I've got 30 food stored here. I've got 30 here, 266 here, 143. I want to make sure that the food is available to those who need it.
Research complete.
Prior sleep is available. Not great in the late game, just based on where I'm at right now. And these scrubbers were not optimally placed. Well, these two were. Because these two can dust each other. These two are too far apart. Unless I put one, like right here, which I'm going to do. Okay, and these guys are being auto-fueled, or regulated too, so these guys are being sent home. Yes, a machine is taking your job once again. I walked into that one. Waste rock storage is full up here. There and there. There you go. Mega Malls, concrete extractor, the wall mine. Huh. Oh, wow, look at that. 526 traits given out. And 4 geniuses, too. A lot of rugged, a lot of workaholics in here. And you're just, it's waste rock. It's just waste rock. Alright. Let's go ahead and knock down some rock formations then. And we should, keyword, we'll wrap this guy up. Move her from working truck. Okay. Oh, I can do something down here. Just put a line of rock formations over here, I guess. I'm just gonna do this. I don't need to. I choose to. They don't do much for me. But if I decided to come back to this colony in the future, this is a completed colony at this time, I could very easily just put down more stuff. But the Mega Mall, in and of itself, is so much. It takes care of this. If you are picking up this game for the first time, I highly, highly, highly recommend you play as not the International Mars mission. They're a good sponsor to go with as well.
No active research. Research complete.
I think they're a good one to go with, but I think the US is a great starter sponsor, because you can see the funding's very good. You get the Mega Malls, which take care of so much for your colonists, and I believe you have the advanced orbital probe, where you can scan 5 sectors in a kind of a plus formation. You can scan, like, if I wanted to scan I-5, I'd also get I-4 and I-6 and H-5 and J-5. It actually scans in a plus formation. I think that's the US one. Might be wrong on that. Don't quote me. But it's a good one to start off with. This series, though, playing as Europe, they did pretty well with this. So let's take a little tour around here, and Before we say our goodbyes, let's actually start off where we really started off. We started off over here. This is our first dome, Goss number 1. Set up a bunch of real estate around that. We wanted to set up near the elevator for obvious reasons. We wanted to get to the underground. We wanted to see what we had down there. We expanded out to a little Trigon dome, Kegel, then over to Eddington. And I started kind of building out this way with Heisenberg. Didn't really get to Fisher until much later because knowing that we were going to be dealing with the last war, I wanted to get these domes up and running. I wanted to get these 6 going and taken care of. Wait, you're not working overnight shift? Get that going, please. Also, get that going, please. A lot of the folks who live in this dome, or live in these domes, are refugees or descendants of refugees from the last war. As this site continued to grow out, knowing that I was going to put the Omega telescope there, I got this one last intentionally. Well, last compared to the Project Morpheus, which I built this episode. Wanted to make sure I'd researched as much as I could in the underground before I unlocked it, because with that Omega Unlocks All, it was a way to... way to put this.
Research complete.
Just make sure that what I was producing, or what I was researching, I wasn't going to be overlapping it. Omega Unlocks All, it is a good mod to have if you're just looking to kind of futz around in the game like I am. That deposit was not there a minute ago. I like it. I do actually like the breakthrough, or the this thing, but when you have the Bottomless Pit Lab, you're able to get 4 extra breakthroughs from it. The Cave of Wonders, which was my first time getting this one, never really came back and exploited it. Once I got everything done down here, I kind of just said, alright, I'm done with the underground. Had this one been available in the Mole People colony, a comfort boost or morale boost of 35 in the Cave of Wonders Vista site would have been amazing for my colonists in that Mole People series. It just never really worked out the way I wanted it to. I got Galevka, great S-type asteroid, tons of exotic minerals available, by the way. Up on Angrius, where I have permanent habitation of colonists. I'm not seeing any gray hairs in here yet, but they're pretty much living out their lives on this asteroid. Morale's pretty shit, which is okay. Oh, rough touchdown, this is gonna be a problem for me. Oh, you need 25 metals to be repaired? Oh no, what do I do with the 370 metals I already have up here? Oh no. Yeah, it'll be fine. This happens. You get these events. Wow, that was a little weird. But also with Cargo Bay of Holding, I'm able to get really cool stuff. Itakawa, I never really did anything with, and I do feel bad about it, because this one had the potential to be a very good mining site. The problem is when I got Angrius, and I got an X-type asteroid, it was too much to pass up. This one could definitely, if I wanted to give this game more time, I could get a hell of a lot more with it. Back to the underground. Port struts offline.
Research complete. A colonist has died.
Show me. Low health. First time I've had one of those in a while. Alright, I guess I do need to put some medical buildings down. And I'll put these down just to wrap things up. Oof. Lag spike in the game, not on your screens, folks. That was on me. And the colonists have a chronic condition, so without medical centers, that was going to be an occurrence for them. This one I have like nothing in there. The first one I set down at the beginning of this video, and it's like, yeah, I'm gonna figure it out later. Well, I read later. Let's go ahead and put a Temple Spire. I'll put an Arcology in there, I guess. We'll figure it out eventually. We do still have colonists listed as unemployed, but I have a shitload of available jobs. I've got a shitload of available space that can be utilized for my colonists. So hopefully, keyword there, the colonists are finding their way, and they're going to continue to do so. Now that I've opened up living space colony-wide, I'm going to start seeing kids kind of spread out throughout here. I should be putting schools down. All right, let's just... We knew we were going to do it. Well, so I'll make sure each dome is a school, just to make sure I don't raise, a generation of idiots. And it's a small investment in public education goes a really, really long way. Texas, I'm looking at you for that one. All right. Back to my little tour. So we built up this area, but we didn't build this area up first. You saw that little graphical glitch there. We built up this spot because I wanted you to do a large wind farm. I've done this in the past. I do love the idea of doing wind farms on the high ground. You find your highest elevation. It's only 49% boost. I could have gone higher if I'd located it. There are high plateaus. If you have a gameplay, you build up on those high plateaus. Cloning, never going to use you. Got a good mining setup up here. Thank you, Extractor AI. Thank you, Nano Refinement. The excavator got a nice little spot up here. No, there's 3 vistas around this thing. There's 3 vistas around my excavator. My unlimited concrete. What are you gonna do? Late game. I'd definitely call this late game. Went and put this area out. Let's I have a feeling I'm gonna need to put down... Actually, no, wait. This is where rare metals refineries actually come into play. I don't know why I'm doing that. Yeah, actually be straight metals refineries here. This is what you should be doing if you're playing and you have a global support colony. Just build metals refineries. They'll convert your waste rock into useful materials. See? Even my little one agrees with me. We built up our capital city. Got Project Morpheus going right now. Oh, the little one just I guess had something in her throat. She just wanted to cough that out. Metals refineries, obviously global support you want to use this in the late game. Figure out what you're low on. In my case, it's metals. And then you put these refineries up to utilize the waste rock you've got in your colony. I've got 7,000 waste rock right now.
Research complete.
Once you get the waste rock, you should amplify factory AI, especially when you're sitting on a crap load of extra power like I am, and utilize it to your advantage. These metal refineries will be supplied with all the waste rock they're going to need. Thankfully, they're near mining sites, so they can start pulling this stuff. It becomes an issue when you're terraforming, when you need to make sure that you're having your carbonate processors operating. You don't want to starve them out of waste rock, then suddenly you're running out of gas, pardon the phrase, when you're terraforming the planet. And then this video, our last in the series, we're still working on all these sites, by the way, which I guess doesn't really need it because we found some better spots to put the waste rock to good use. This little fusion reactor setup is really effective if you get Eternal Fusion upgraded, and I think this is the more compact one you want to use. Something like this where you have 7 of them in a 2-3-2 formation, 2 triple electric scrubbers kind of wedged in there a little bit to make sure that they're never going to need maintenance again. Even the scrubbers are cleaning each other off. You don't have to worry about them either. Plenty of water being stored up right now. And let's also make sure that we're putting in just grass and bushes and trees. I'm actually overriding this for all forestation plants. So again, if I came back to this one in like 50 souls, there would be a lot more here. But letting the game go like this is it's working for me. I do know that I will have some more Star Realms campaign playthrough Saturday and Sunday. I don't know what's going to be coming out next week yet. Haven't figured it out so far. But hopefully you enjoyed this little apology video / season finale of Surviving Mars Below and Beyond. This has been the Chaos Colony. like, comment, share, and subscribe if you enjoyed this video and all the videos that come out on this channel. Thank you all for watching this series, and I'll see you all
No
in the next
active
video.
research. Research complete.